All right, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and hop into this training, and we're going to make this a Financial Friday. I'm your host, Millicent Owens, out of Atlanta, Georgia. For some of you all that don't know, I'm going to go ahead and skip through these things, and we're just going to talk about the money on today. I know that y'all are excited. So I thought it would be fitting for us to go ahead and start with our limited time offer of the Power Pack 150. And if anybody else, y'all want to text, tweet, or, you know, give them a hootie hoo and tell them, get on this call, get this training. But for the limited time, artist is definitely doing the 150. And I didn't know if everybody made sure that they understand how that goes, because they have access to all of the benefits of the Power Pack. So that means they're going to get all of the ways paid that we get those 9 ways without having to pay the $300. But the key thing is, unlike last month with this promotion, they have to turn around and do 150 again. So it's almost going to be like a layaway. So you want to make sure that they understand the next month they need to have $150 worth of points and products, but most importantly, points, in order to make sure that they're still grafted in for the Power Pack. So of course they can customize it. The membership is included in this, and then they only have to pay the shipping and tax. I had a girl that's still trying to sign up today. I got some of her information, but she forgot to send me what she wants. Send me her credit card information, but forgot to send me the order. So I would say online is still not working. If you guys are trying to, you know, sign people up online, that's still not working for them. So just call it in. But the general rules for that, and this is going to last to June 1st, which is awesome because we still have a lot of time to take advantage of it, is that, again, those 150 points, as far as the pay, it's paying $30. It's going to pay you $30 to the enroller. And I want to say, I'm not sure, I think on the call they said the presenter bonus was $15. Somebody help me. Is it $15?
I thought they said 10. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, we'll write 10 just to be on the safe side. So 10 for the presenter bonus. And so you guys got that. It's 30 and it's 10. And instead of getting the 300 points, you're getting 150 points. Okay. Now you can still enroll on the Power Pack. So definitely give the customer the option to decide. Does anybody have any questions right there? Nope, and right, good? Okay. All right. Well, I put some new slides together for y'all. I was working on this today because I know we normally go over our titles and positions. So I have that if you want to snag a screenshot, that's available. So the first titles, y'all know I love for y'all to talk to me, because when we talking, we get to make sure that we're learning and we understand. Oh, well, I know you at work, but I know. But we get to make sure that we're understanding. So, okay, all right. That's what I'm talking about. So the first position that everyone said, and they're new to the company, is, what's the name of that position? And it's right on the screen.
Advisor.
Yes, and you know what? I know that advisor and the other position is really not one that we shout out, but in this social age, and I just want to, you know, put that out there, in this social age, and if you're looking at what other companies are doing, people are definitely watching us on social media. So I know that we shout people out in WhatsApp, but people, when they're watching, they will not comment, they will not like or anything, but they will be watching you and they will inbox you. So when people are joining your company, you know, we should start shouting out, hey, welcome to the company, newest advisor. Nobody knows what that is on the outside, right? But it sounds good on the inside, and it is good because they should be, you know, celebrated because they made a decision to get started. So I just wanted to put that to you there out there. We should, you know, really start recognizing people for getting started, especially on social media, because it's building attention and energy to what we're doing. So the second position is coordinator, right? And how many points do we need for that?
700.
700. So you could be a coordinator with 700 to 1999, right? To 1,999 points. So I just wanted to put that large spectrum there because those points are there. Then the next one is supervisor, and we got a new supervisor. And then after that, there's manager A, and then there's manager B. So then director, and then of course we all want to make sure we're president by what, August, so we can get that guaranteed 10,000. So then after that, there's executive president, diamond president, and then ultimately platinum president with 300,000 points. Okay. All right. Oh, I see we got some more people that came in. Great, great, great. Make sure that you all have pen and paper. I will snap a screenshot of this screen right here because that's going to be very important for you to know the ranks in the business and how many points. Okay. Now the next slide I put together for you guys, because especially if there are new people on the call, and even if you've been in the business for a while, some of us don't understand key terms and abbreviations in our business, and this is very important. So PQP, what does that stand for?
Personal qualifying points.
That's right. And PVP?
Personal value points.
Personal value points. And what about GQP? See, I gave y'all all the cheat codes today.
Group qualifying points.
That's right, group qualifying points, very important, those group qualifying points. So we always want to have those. And PV would be, of course, the personal volume. So I would take a screenshot of that or make sure you have those notes. Very important. Because sometimes, especially when we sign up new people, we talk in these terms. And then I also notice that we do it when we're presenting. Keep in mind that presentations are for people that have no idea what we're doing. Maybe they are not, they may not even know what network marketing is, so sometimes we talk as far as rank. And that's why if I do talk about ranks, I always say, hey, that simply means that they're helping a lot of people or making money, because nobody knows what a manager is or a director is or, anything in our business, president. They know it sounds good. So we just want to make sure that, that we're kind of explaining the titles, but also kind of staying away from some of the insider jargon of our industry, okay? But making sure that our new people understand these terms, because they may be on a training call and we'll say, okay, what's your GQP? But we haven't went over with them what a GQP is, and so they're lost. So now they know that that is group qualifying points. The company operates everything on points because they operate in different countries, okay? So instead of trying to convert all of these dollar amounts, it's easier to have us on a point system. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Good. All right, so the rules to the game. Now, y'all know I love the rules. So if you're going to play the game, you got to know the rules. So y'all tell me what's the first rule that we need to know. And I'm taking notes. I'm doing the call, but I'm taking notes.
Reoccurring order.
That's right. Reoccurring order. That's what I'm talking about. Now, who knows why that's important?
Because if you don't have it and other people in your downline place orders, you won't qualify.
I like that. Definitely, it is definitely tied to how you get paid. A few other things is it's the 15th of the month. So, like, let's say the 15th of the month can kind of gauge in our business where we are and where we want to be at. So, if those reoccurring orders are already there, we kind of know where we at and what we should be striving for, especially at this time in the month. But most importantly, artist has, especially when you go up in rank and you start making your uni levels and generational bonuses, either it can determine whether you get 5% or 10%. Okay, so I think that's a conversation we want to have with people right away, our customers, our new distributors, because we don't want anybody to miss their check. People will fight you, you know, because they didn't know, because we didn't inform them, right? But that's why we haven't training. They will be upset if they miss a check because they didn't understand that they needed to have a reoccurring order of 100 qualifying points every month. Okay. All right, so the next rule to the game is
40% rule.
the 40% rule. That's what I'm talking about. And what does the 40% rule apply to?
Power start bonus.
Girl, you better say it. The most important bonus. I love when y'all talk to me. I love it. I love it. All right. And very good. So the 40% rule is connected to the Power Star. Our most important bonus, the thing that separates us, the $500,000, the thing that make it do what it do. And we got a Power Star queen on the call, honey, okay? President Charlie, I ain't gonna put your stuff out there yet, because I'm so excited, but I know we still waiting on our text. So, but I'm excited. I'm excited for you, Opal. I'm excited. I got some Power Star coming up. Power Star is wonderful. So good, good, good. And so the next rule that we should be aware of is, y'all taking notes? I'm taking notes.
Did you hit the 50%?
The 50% rule, very important. All right, and then so the other rules, Platinum went over this today. BP, volume points. This applies to uni level. Very important that you understand that we get those qualifying points on orders, and then they have BP points, and they're less than the qualifying points. So you want to make sure that you understand how you're getting paid. The power of three. Even though it's not an official rule, we know it's a rule because we know that we need 3 people balancing in our organization, pretty much working simultaneously in order so that the 40% rule and the 50% rule doesn't catch us. And then last but not least, ultimately, again, it's an unspoken rule that how many people do we really want to have in this business?
12.
12 actives. 12 actives with at least 100 PQP, I'm sorry. So look at this beautiful chart I put together for y'all. Do y'all like this chart?
I love it.
I had to work out. I am not techie at all. So y'all know I had to really work this out. So this is your infrastructure towards president. Now, I know we always talk about the power of 3, but if you've been coming on these calls, we're looking at 4 people for a reason, because there's something we discovered in the Power Star chart, right? So if we're breaking down that goal, you want to definitely begin with the end in mind. So ultimately, we all are shooting to be president by August, because we're going to get the guaranteed $10,000, okay? And of course, that's going to be offset. So if you already made 6, by August, they will give you an additional 4. Let's just make that clear, okay? You won't get an extra 10 on top of everything else. All right, so you want to begin with the end in mind. So ultimately, there's president. So if we break that goal down, and if we have to consider that there's a 40 and a 50% rule, if we know that the next goal would be director, but I think the easiest way to break this goal down would be 4 manager Bs, right? And then so once you got your 4 manager Bs, you've identified 4 key leaders. You can go ahead and say, okay, well, how can I get them to manager B? And then you come right here and say, okay, let's create new supervisors. So we see why this is a very key position in our team, because see, most people would be apt just to work with the person on their first line. I say identify this person that you're running and then go and work here. That makes sense to everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so try to get as deep down in your organization as possible, because then everybody's going to be having success and hitting ranks as you're hitting ranks, okay? So, and this business is set up for you to help people. The more people that you help, the more successful that you're going to be. Now, a key thing with looking at our structure, again, because we always want to base everything around Power Start, we have 4 frontline people. But if we're at president, how many people do we need for Power Start? It's right here. Y'all see that? And we're going to go over the chart. I'm going to make sure y'all see it on the chart as well. But you see that here?
Yeah, you need 12.
So we need 12.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I ain't cut off or nothing. I'll be like, hold on, I don't hear them talking. Okay, so yes, you need 12 active. So you have 4 or either 3. And really, these are just hypothetical examples. Please understand this, because your organization, one person could come in and give you 40,000 points. You know, I just want to be very realistic with y'all. Sometimes this is that perfect world example, but it's giving you a nice foundation, okay? All right, so because we want to focus on supervisor, and this is really the key structure, that all we have to do is keep duplicating supervisors, and then we will get to the other positions and win. So let's look at this structure. Who want to come off mute and go through this with me so I know I'm not alone here? Let me see who on here. Okay, Loretta, come on, girl. You got? Can you unmute?
I didn't raise my hand.
I do a supervisor. So phenomenal job, because for one, you haven't been in the business long and you have came in and you just showing out, girl. So congratulations on hitting supervisor as of today. So when we're looking at that infrastructure and we see that we're starting at supervisor, what are the first key things that we want to do when we're looking at supervisor? What's our first move?
To make it to coordinator?
I know that's right. Get the coordinator first. That is true. And so if we're getting to coordinator, how many points do we need to get to coordinator?
900.
Well, that's not quite. That's just my example on there.
Oh.
Charlie, chime in. How many points do we need for coordinator?
7.
700. So we only need 700 points for coordinator, all right? So 700 points will actually get you to coordinator. Now the 800 that I have highlighted in red, what do some of y'all think that represents?
Red?
Right here.
Is that the group quality points?
No, this is, but that was a good stab at it. So the group qualifying points are going to be right here in the middle with supervisor. So according to this structure, we have 2 coordinators giving us 900 points. Okay, and we have 1 advisor giving us 300 points. So that means somebody came in with a power pack, and then we got 1 customer on this example. So ultimately, altogether, we got 2,200 points. So right here in the red, this is going to be our true volume that we can use towards rank and Power Start, okay? But mainly Power Start. So this 800 points, even though these 2 people got 900 points each, how many can we use towards Power Start? That 40% rule.
The 800?
The 800, it's amongst us, so we got to make sure we understand it. All right? So you can only use 800 points. So even if it said 2,000 points right here, know that you can only use 800 of those points to get to supervisor. Y'all see what I'm saying?
Okay, I understand.
Okay? Yes. So that's why I have it right here. Those are the true points, but the red points are like, okay, that's 40% rule. So what I also set up over here is 4 people. Okay? Y'all see why? I know I'm getting ahead of myself. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but we'll get there. I'm going to show y'all. So we have 4 people. So let's just go over this check based off of what we know. If we have 3 people that sign up in 1 month on a power pack for 300, what are we going to get automatically?
300.
That's right,
Well,
300 for the
bonus.
multiplier bonus. Right, very good. So if you hit supervisor and you hit it and you're not affected by the 50% rule, the supervisor rank is how much?
2,000.
200.
I mean, 2.
I like the way you think, though, but it's 200. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Girl, that's that platinum money. I love it, though. We gonna get there. I was like, did I see an extra zero? Now, according to the Power Star chart, and let me see if I can fast forward. According to the Power Star chart, we got 2,000 points, group qualifying points, right? And we got 4 active people, so our bonus is going to be how much?
100.
That 100?
Yeah, but then if this is based off somebody doing it their first month, what else are they going to get? Whatever's above it, right?
So they'll get 150.
150, exactly. Okay. So y'all saw that example. Let me go back. All right, so we're here. So there's their Power Star of 150. This is how you calculate your check. Y'all see this, right? So you don't have to wait till artists calculate the check. You can say, okay, I can calculate this myself. And then the Power Star match. Because what's happening here? These 2 people did what? What do we believe in? We duplicate everything we do, right? Okay, so they duplicated what you did. So what's going to happen? We go back to the Power Star chart. Okay, so they actually have 900 points, but they got 800 for the 40%, right? And they got 3 people, so they're going to get $50, and you're going to get what?
950.
It's the match, 50.
Right, $50 match, but times 2.
Match.
You had 2 people that do that. Y'all see what I'm saying? If you don't see it right now, no, it takes time. That's why we hear repetition is the best teacher. We have to see it once and see it again, you know? So it's okay. But y'all are doing good. Keep talking. No answer is the wrong answer. That's how we're learning. So you have the $100 match, right? Y'all see that? And I actually missed a bonus right here because this is a preferred customer, so I forgot to put the $20 right there. So really, your first potential check, if you've crossed out your Power Star, you got your multiplier bonus, your rank bonus, your Power Star match from duplicating, it's really going to be $720 for your first, I'm sorry, $770 for your first potential check. Y'all see that? Okay, take a screenshot, honey. Write it down, scribble it, keep doing it.
Now, Miss Loretta, that's what you can earn by the end of the month if you
Yes, ma'am.
put that in place.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to take a screenshot.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, good.
Thank
so
you.
I got another example for you guys. Don't leave any money on the table, right? So do we see what happens here? This is a common mistake. That's why really y'all want to print that Power Star chart out and have it hanging in different places. Because you want to always be looking at that Power Star chart to make sure that your structure is correct. Do y'all see what's going on here? Versus here, versus here.
Yeah. No, this is it. Get it today. Do it tomorrow. I want to do that day first.
Y'all see that?
Yes.
Okay. What happened? Who said yes? What's going on right here? Help me out. Help me teach it. Help me teach it.
Now, a lot of you guys know this information, but you act like you're scared to speak up. Speak up.
I know, right? I only bite if food is involved, okay? Yeah, so basically, y'all see, we're missing a person. Because I know it's a little confusing. We're missing a person. Let's go back to our power star chart. If you hit supervisor, how many people does it say that you need?
You need 4.
You
Is
need
it 4?
Yeah. You
Okay.
need 4 right here. Okay? And so that's going to be $100. And so, but we always say the power of 3, right? So remember I said we teach the power of 3. So sometimes people will say, well, I'm going to go get 3 people. You can hit supervisor with 2 coordinators and an advisor, okay? 2 coordinators that you're getting 800 points from and an advisor at 400, okay? But if you're not paying attention to the power star chart and you don't have 1 extra customer, you're going to leave $100 on the table. You're not going to get this. Y'all see that? You're only going to get the $50. So you got to make sure that you got enough people in place to get all your power stock money. So that's leaving food on the table. We don't want to do that. We don't want to leave our money on the table. So that's the difference between you making this versus this. Just 1 extra person. Y'all see it?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay if you don't right now. We can go over it. I want you guys to play with it, write it out, do it again, draw it out, do it again. Because this is hypothetically. In real life, you're going to have to plug your people's names there. You know what I'm saying? And plug exactly how much volume that they have there and do the calculations to make sure that everything is lined up for you, okay? But this is just hypothetical. But this happens all the time. And it happens at supervisors. So imagine if it happened at manager or president. Like, people be real sick because they left some serious money on the table. So we want to learn how to get all the money in the beginning. Ain't that right, President Charlie? But y'all got all of that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Do y'all have any questions? No? Y'all being shy today.
What's the question? I didn't hear you. I stepped away.
I said, do y'all have any questions about what you saw? How not to leave any money on the table?
No, I asked. If I want to know, I ask.
Okay.
Where's the money?
Where's the money?
Where's the money?
I know that's right. Don't take dinero. Yeah, so this is just the basic infrastructure, and you just want to keep practicing this. I put together this cute little slide. Y'all know I love my board, so I do got my little highlighter in my hand.
It feels funny to like her from feel, like from there or shit.
Oh, I thought somebody said something. Somebody got background noise. I'm sorry. Somebody was saying something. Okay. So that's just going to be the basis. Let me stop sharing. Okay. Let me get on the board here. All right. Cool. Let's work some stuff out. All right. Somebody talk to me. Which example we want to go out? Do we want to do supervisor or do we want to do president or manager?
Supervisor, please.
Supervisor, okay. Sounds good. All right. Okay. Hold on, Joe, I'm going to mute you out because your friend barking and it's taking the screen.
I know, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. All right, so we're going to do supervisor. How many points do we need for supervisor?
2,000.
2,000 points.
That's great. So that's you right here. Okay. All right. Now, what do we want to do? The best way to shoot this goal up. Because let's say this. Can you get to supervisor on your own without a team?
You can't do nothing without a team.
You can get
You
there without
can't.
a team.
You just buy it.
You just buy, if you buy $2,000 worth of points, you buy $2,000 worth of products, you a supervisor.
Yeah, your points count 100%. So you can make supervisor with nobody on your team, but you leaving money on the table.
You're leaving money on the table. That's right. So we've seen people, some people are very zealous and they will come into the business and spend $2,000. And sometimes they'll do it without you even knowing it, because you could have showed them how to at least, and y'all don't tell nobody else how to just call. We ain't got no spies on here. You could have said at least they could have turned them into power packs, right? Because even if they needed inventory, we like, break that down. Go get somebody that want to do some business, right? And put them in a business, because that's like cutting yourself back a little checker, right? We'll check a little bonus this time. All right. So we doing supervisor. So the rules are, what are the rules? How many people we need in our structure?
3.
Three
Okay.
customer.
Okay, so that's right. Hey, Tiffany girl. Hey, girl. Hey. So we need 3 and a customer, because again, we always say the power of 3. We don't deviate from that. But if we're looking at the Power Star chart, what does it say we need as supervisor? 4.
We need 4.
Or you gonna leave $100 on the table? You don't want to do that, do it? So you want to have 4. So 3. Let's say 3 to 4 people. I say 4, but we're gonna say 3 to 4 because we want to get all our money. What's the next rule?
They must be active.
They gotta be active. Okay, how many
active?
active?
What makes them active?
This is tied to your chat. This your money.
What makes them active?
The reoccurring order.
Reoccurring order.
A reoccurring order.
How much it gotta be?
$200.
$200.
Oh, I like the way you say 200. It only gotta be 100, but we can go with 2.
I'm going for the money. Artist only requires 100 PQP. Now there are some other perks, like today, if you go ahead and do 250, you get the $50 screen credit. So there are some other perks, and if y'all like me, we use a lot of products around here. So yes, but 100 PQP. Okay, what's the next rule? Y'all doing good. Come on with it. Don't be scared. Come on, Joe. What you got? What's the next rule? Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Obalala. Hey, Miss Dolores. Miss Umbre. Hey.
Hi.
Hello. Y'all gonna help me out? What's the next rule? We got 3 to 4 people. We got our PQP. And we trying to build out this supervisor structure. Y'all doing good. I know y'all making money, so I know y'all not scared to talk.
3 signups with the Power Pack.
Yeah, so we're gonna go based off the Power Pack, and then we'll do one with the 150. We'll do both, for example. I like it. So okay, so you said they want to do Power Pack, right? And a regular Power Pack gives us 300 points. Now y'all mentioned some key rules.
The 3.
We got the 3. What's very important to make sure that you get your power start.
Okay. 3, 3, 3.
Remember, it's two rules and they got percentages. How many percentages for power start? Very important.
Is it 40%?
40%, yes. So anytime you're looking at any power start, 40%. You want to have a little checklist when you're doing all your stuff. Okay, do I got my people? Do I got my personal points? Do I have my 40%? Because this is power start all day. What's the next rule that's going to apply to rank? How much is that rule?
Is it 50%?
50%. 40% power start. Y'all say it with me. 40% power start.
40% power
40% power start.
50% rank.
50% rank.
50% rank.
Yes. That's right. All right. So we got our rules here. We got 2,000 points. So let's go ahead and break this down. We can do it however we want to do it. Y'all give me some numbers. What this first person coming in doing?
600.
They're going to do 600. Okay, I like it. 600. Perfect. All right. I'm gonna say this person did 1,000. All right. What about the third person? What they doing?
400.
400. Okay. Okay. All right. And the fourth person, what we got? And it don't have to be even.
700.
700. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now somebody add all that up.
2,700.
2,700. Okay. This is a great example. Let me see if I got a red Sharpie. I like it. 2,700. Perfect. Right? 2,700. That is perfect. 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 Because this is how it works in the real world, y'all. All right. So within 600, let's build out somebody so we can get some matches. So we're gonna say that this person gave us 3, right? They're gonna get their power start. Let's do that. Because it's gonna be one person that's gonna do right. It ain't, I'm here to burst your bubble. It ain't gonna be 3. It's gonna be one person out of these 4 people that's gonna do right, okay? Who was that laughing? Miss Charlie, because she knows. She already knows. All right. So we got that one person there. All right. Okay. Okay, let's look at it. So we added them, they're gonna get their power start. So they got 1,000. Okay, okay. So since they doing 1,000, we're gonna say they got 100. Because it's all 1,000, okay? Keep our numbers. All right. So what's happening here? What's happening right here? Tiffany, you taking my screen. Okay, no. What's happening right here, y'all? They got 1,000 points. How many can we use to hit supervisor?
2. No, they're gonna need 1.
800.
We use 800.
We can only use 800.
800.
Even though they gave us 1,000 towards the pop, towards everything, we can only use 800 of these points for power start. How many can we use towards rank?
200.
That's a good, no. 1,000. We can use 50% towards rank. So we can use 1,000. We can use all of the points towards rank. Y'all see that? 800 would be 40%. 1,000 would be for the rank.
Okay.
Got it? Okay. Y'all doing good. Y'all doing great. So we can use all of that for rank. Okay. All right. All right, all right. So we looking good. So basically, with this one, this was the only one that had us out of balance. Okay. So nobody else is out of balance. So did you hit supervisor? Yes. You hit supervisor? Based off of this?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. And if you calculate your check, some is going wrong here. But we gonna say this person already was in the business, okay? They just doing a reoccurring order, okay? Because if they was new, this would not work. Why would this not work if they were a new person? They only got 100 points. If they were new, that wouldn't work and they had 300 under them. But this can happen in real life. But it wouldn't work because they would really only be a preferred customer. Y'all see that? So they would not be Power Start qualified because they didn't start on Power Start. So that was a good example. That was a great example because things like that can happen in real life. And you want to be able to catch that because these people, they may have started wrong. They may have started where they could only start, but they were able to get some people that came in on 300, even if they didn't. So they won't get Power Start unless they upgrade. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Oh, yay.
Good job.
Yes.
Any more questions about that? Because that was a good example. That was a really good example. You're going to get the $50 match off of this person. You get your personal because you got 4. So you don't get your 100. You're going to get your 50. Like I said, that's the $50 match. Did you get 3 people to at least the 300? We'll say yes. So you're going to get your multiplier of 300. You're going to get your rank bonus of 200. Right? I know that's going fast. I know that's a lot of money. We going to get it. Y'all going to become geniuses at this. Next week, y'all going to be like, girl, I got it. You're going to have a eureka moment, okay? So, yeah, so that's going to be $500, $600, $700 based off of that, isn't it?
Okay.
And that's supervisor, and that's 2,700 points. That's a perfect example because, again, that's how real life happens. It will not just always be those 3 people. That's a perfect world. You want it to be 3 people, but it's not always going to be that way.
Yeah.
Now, what if this person, that third person wasn't there? Well, you would only get your $50 Power Start, right? Let's do one more example. Y'all want to do manager
Sure.
or president? Now, if y'all do president, y'all gotta have y'all calculators out. Okay, we doing manager. Okay, so somebody look at the chart. Matter of fact, let me pull it back up. Because again, always looking at your chart. If you going for manager, if you say, I'm going to go for manager this month, what are y'all seeing on this Power Start chart at manager? How many points a manager?
6,500.
6,500.
Manager by itself, the rank is 6,000, right?
Oh.
But it's good that you caught the 6,500 because this is what you really want your goal to be. You don't want to just hit the rank of 6,000. You want to hit 6,500 to get your Power Start, right? Yeah.
Yes.
That's right. Because if not, you're going to leave $250 on the table. So you like, no, I don't need just 6,000 points. I need 6,500 points. So if we drawing our goal out, let me come off share. This is good. This is getting juicy. All right. Y'all see. I stopped. No, I did not stop sharing. Okay. I stopped sharing. So our goal is 6,500, right? We're going for manager, but we need it with 6,500 points. Very good. How many people did the Power Star chart say we needed?
Oh.
7.
Was it
Was it
6?
7? You sure?
3 supervisors.
Yes, definitely 3 supervisors, but who said 7? Was that you, Brother Joe?
That was me.
No,
I
that
said
wasn't
it.
me. I'm just trying to look at the chart.
That was
Whoever
the
said 7 was correct. We're
that
going
was
to
the
need 7
lowest.
active people.
My
Correct,
brother said
correct.
2.
Y'all doing great. Great. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. This is how you plan your goal out with the Power Star. Because see, it get tricky right there because the other goals are kind of in the Power Star. They got a $2,000 level, but then they throw us off at this 6,500. No, we ain't going for it. So we're gonna need 7 active people. So this is what we're doing in the beginning of the month. We going for this, not just 6,000, right? So our 40% rule and our 50% rule. All right. Now I don't have a chart on those. So what's gonna be the math? Somebody help me out. Let me see, because I don't think I have it on my y'all might have to pull y'all calculators out. Where is that chart? Platinum just posted that chart in WhatsApp. I can't pull it up. Let me see. Hold on. And let somebody else get it with me. Help me. What's our 40% rule? Which if we in balance, it's not gonna really matter if we in balance, right? It's not gonna matter. And so we know that we're gonna need 7 legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay.
10,000.
How much is it?
10,000.
10. No. For 40% for manager A.
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong one. Oh, 6,000.
I just posted it.
6,000.
And I was trying to get it over here on my drive. I'm gonna have it next week for y'all. Are y'all learning? Are y'all getting this? Is it fun? We like cracking Da Vinci code. But like I said, we really won't need it because our structure is gonna be there. So we got our 7 people. If we make sure all of our structure is good, we're good. So one thing we know, I think Ms. Bragg said, we're gonna definitely create 3 supervisors, right?
Yes.
So as long as we got our structure, we're gonna be good. So that's gonna be our structure, and these other legs, those are gonna be our customers, right? Why we need them? Because or they can be distributors, but we're gonna say they're customers. So we're gonna go ahead and put them at 100 points, right? Because that's what they need, 100 points. But then these people, we're looking to get 2,000 points here. We're looking to create 3 supervisors. Whoever you're running. So we can put Cheryl here. Well, Cheryl's already a supervisor. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make up somebody. Susie. So this is what you put. You put your team here. Susie, Bobby. All right. Okay, y'all seeing this? I know it looks crazy. All right. So that's our 2,000. This is our structure. And so what we want to do, we create supervisors. We going down here and we making it do what it do, right? Work as far down in your organization as possible because we need those 2,000 points, but we need it balanced. So let's go ahead and give all of them their 4 people. They gonna get it solid and we gonna get some power started. So if we making them even, we just gonna say they gave us how many points? 500 apiece, right? Are they even? Are they in balance? Long as you got your structure right, you don't even have to do the math if your structure right. You always gonna be in balance if you hitting these positions with at least 3 to 4 people. Well, really 3 people working simultaneously. You see that? It wouldn't even matter whether you have the 40% or 50% rule. If you're promoting at least 3 people, when you're promoting, your structure is always gonna be balanced. That makes sense, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you got they gave you your 6,000. Now let's see if these other people are gonna give you the rest of your power stars. So that's 6,000, 61, 62, 63, 64. So we falling short. So I will go up here and I will place another order. If I was already at 100, because you're gonna have your qualification. So either you need to place another $100 order. So now 2, 4, 6,000, 61, 62, 63, 64, 60. Well, I'm sorry, 65 right here. Just with your order. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
And so now you got your power start. You got your power start. Now that power start is good. Let's go look at that. That's some good money. All right. So you're in balance. You've promoted, most importantly, you've promoted 3 people along with yourself. So somebody call out these numbers here. You hit supervisor with 6,500 points and you got your 7 people. How much money we getting?
250.
50? Okay. And what else? Let's say you did it in 1 month. How much would we be getting? You came in just running. You hit manager A. How much money we getting? We looking right here at this level right here with 6,500.
Oh,
Okay.
250.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get the 250 for sure. 250.
Then you're
And you're gonna get everything above it. You're gonna get 200. Because if you got 7 people, you definitely got 6. You're gonna get 150. Y'all see all this money?
Yeah.
Then the
You're gonna
100.
get the 100
And then the 50.
and the 50.
Okay.
And that's gonna be personal. So that's 2, 4, 450, 5, 6, 7. Is that
450.
Y'all do my math right.
600, 700. That's still 750, isn't it?
750.
Yeah.
All right. So this is gonna be $750 personal. Power start for you. You also help 3 people get the supervisor with their structure. So then you go to supervisor. This is where it gets good. Because they got their structure here. So they're going to get what? The 100 and the 50, right? So they're all getting $150 for themselves. So if they get 150, you get what? 150 times 3, right?
Okay.
So that's going to be $450 in match for you. Don't let it stress y'all out. We're going to go over it. We're going to go over some more. I promise. By the time we come out of 6 weeks of training, y'all going to have it. Y'all going to be asleep. So that's just power start. Just alone. That's one bonus structure that you done made all this money. And people come in here and they do this in their first month. Right? That's $1,100, right?
Yeah.
Hold on, that ain't right. Is my math right?
1,200.
That was 150. I'm calculating stuff. I thought I said it before. Y'all can't. No, it's 450. I'm like, y'all can't trust my handwriting. I got crazy handwriting. It's 450. All right.
So it should be 1,200.
1,200. That's what I was like, somebody help me. Believe it or not, I used to be a banker. My husband said, I don't know why, but I can count money. I was like, hold on, that don't look right. All right, so that's $1,200 just Power Start alone. So that's not even mentioning all the other uni levels and stuff you didn't tap into. But I know if you learn Power Start, you setting yourself up good because all these rules really got to be in place. Plus, you have Manager A, the rank bonus. Let's go to the rank bonus. Rank bonus for Manager A is $350. Let's see if we got that car bonus. No, we didn't have enough for the car bonus, all right? But that's an extra $350 on top of that. And some other stuff. I don't go into the other stuff because we have to really pull out calculators to start calculating residuals and all of that stuff. But y'all see, this is your structure. If your structure right, you good. You're good. Just get paper, get your calculator, and just keep going over the numbers. Get that compensation plan out. Y'all know where to find it on welcome.com. Welcome Artist Life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I do is scribble all day. You're going to have to start scribbling in this business because you're going to have people you plugging in and they're going to do different things. And so the best thing for you to do is definitely try to make sure that you have at least 3 people that are all trying to do something because somebody might outrun you. It's okay because you still sit on the volume and it's going to help you with your personal volume. But if you can keep in that rhythm, you're going to always get that match. Because if they pass you, you don't get the match. Okay? But you get yours, but you won't get the match. So it was fun. We only talked about money today. I hope y'all got some good notes. I hope next week we have more people on the call and, you know, that you all won't be so shy again. So we can go over it because I'm going to need y'all to start teaching this stuff. I don't like to just train. I like to train and develop. So I'm going to be like, okay, who's ready to teach this? So that's what's going to happen. Y'all had any questions or everybody good?
It's good.
Good. Y'all look quiet tonight. Y'all good. All right. Well, we do have a training over at Show Me the Money. Is that right, President Charlie? Manager Ned, Show Me the Money. Okay.
No, it's in Show Me the Money.
Okay, Show Me the Money. So,
and then at 7 o'clock we're on the corporate.
7 o'clock.
So we got back to back. Okay, at 7 o'clock your time, we're going to be on Show Me the Money. Then at 8 o'clock your time, we're going to be at the corporate. You know, Lisa's doing some garment training on the corporate call. So we got they had said one time they was not going to do the 5 o'clock call, but then it's 7 o'clock. So I thought we'd get to train longer, but they changed their mind. So, but it's not going to be as long as it was last time. Amazing stories.
Well, that's where we're going to be at. But listen, y'all, don't leave yet. President Charlie, can we get you to tell us how much your check was?
No, you can't because it's not right. They shorted me. It's not right. I got to wait until. I will say that my Power Start money was more than $6,000.
Woo, girl, cha-ching.
Wow.
Just Power Start alone, that's just one way of pay. Well, actually, my Power Start matching Power Start was about $7,000. Power Start matching Power Start $7,000. Power Start matching Power Start. That's 2 ways of pay.
Wow.
So that's not including my $700 rank bonus, not including my $400 car bonus, not including generational bonus, not including presenter bonus, not including unilevel.
Wow.
Wow.
Somebody had to go.
That's what I'm talking about.
So
good.
the money, and let me just say, the money is real, and people do make mistakes. So Platinum and I are working with them now because my check is way wrong.
Okay.
But I know it will be rectified.
Yes.
I'm a happy camper.
Well, we happy for you. We looking forward.
And let me tell you what. If it wasn't for all of you guys here, everybody here, if it wasn't for you guys, I couldn't do what I'm doing and be getting paid. So the more you learn, the more you earn. I need you guys to get this money training. You need to get it, because once you see that money, and I know Miss Supervisor, why am I letting Cheryl Moss is gonna see some money on her check this week? She's gonna have a decent check. She's gonna have.
Yay!
Thank you.
Like sure I think Cheryl might even have some Power Start and matching Power Start. She'll have some Power Start money. So and she'll get her rank bonus, and she'll get a little bit of Unilevel. So congratulations, Miss Cheryl.
I just got a text about it.
Huh?
I just got a text while we was doing training that I got paid.
Oh, great!
That was wonderful, Cheryl.
Go to your email; it'll tell you how much you got.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to scream in your ear, so I wait till we get off the training.
Go ahead and scream.
Did you get your text too?
I didn't get my check yet. I'm waiting for that text.
Let's not begrudge small beginnings.
That's right.
Let's not begrudge small beginnings. If your first check ain't about $300, $400, that's a great start.
That's a great start.
That's $300 or $400 more than you had last month extra.
That's right.
That's right. Good. Yeah.
Okay, Joe, you next. Mr. Joe. You next.
I'm here. I'm here.
Well, happy payday, everybody.
We get paid to play.
Amen.
Well, I'm looking forward to mine.
All right. Well, thank y'all for joining me. I know we late getting on this other call. I think it's going to be a good testimonial call. So make sure y'all go over here and check it out. I love y'all. I'll see y'all
next Friday. It's on Zoom as well. If somebody wants to have testimony, go to Zoom.
Okay. Zoom.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. See y'all next week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.